Welcome everybody to another CF After Dark stat draft here on Thursday nights, and this will be our third one of the off season. We've had a different crew every time. We've got myself, we got Jackson Pence hosting, Austin Keeney, Matish Schwarzkopf, and our special guest of the week, Rob Gray, join us. And we've done basketball drafts the last couple drafts here. We did points per game for Iowa State, and then the second one we did points per game for single season Big 12 since 2010. Now we're going to do a football draft here today, so we're going to find out. So Jackson, what is our stat that we're drafting for today?
Well, I don't know if I should give you the option, but I'm going to be very nice because Matthias is here. It's the first one that he's on. Would we rather do and Rob too, and I love Rob. Would we rather
love you, buddy too.
Would we rather do Cyclone or would we rather do Big 12? Preference, it's got to be majority.
As long as it's not offensive line grade, I don't mind either way.
Nope, it won't be that.
I kind of feel like I got to know what the stat is before I answer the question.
It's just gonna be highest, like it's gonna be very similar, like yards. We're gonna do yards,
Like scrimmage yards.
But it's gotta be the season.
I would vote Big 12. Let's vote. I'll vote Big 12.
Yards and season. Fuck it, let's just do Big 12.
All right, Big 12 it is.
Big 12. So we'll do Big 12 scrimmage yards.
So total yards, not yards per game?
We'll do total yards.
Okay.
Unless you would rather do yards per game.
I think yards per game makes more. Or what year are we going back to?
We'll just do Big 12. We'll do 2010. That's the
2010, kind of the expansion era.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're all playing the same number of games. So yards per game, total yards doesn't really matter a ton. But if you go, I believe it's called on Football Reference. It's called scrimmage yards. That's an easy way for you to look it up, Jackson.
Okay, we'll just do that then.
So we'll call it single season scrimmage yards.
Before you get going, you guys have rocking bumper music or intro. That is something. It ain't the beat reporters, I'll tell you that. Beat reporters is like someone's about ready to go. Got a dog barking. My son just got a visitor. It's part of life here. Barking, I'll use the term loosely. But it's like we're ready to do some speed skating when we get ready with the beat reporters music. Here you're getting ready to rock.
That's how we do it over here at CF After Dark. Alrighty, Jackson. Who we got? How are we determining going first here?
Number 1 through 50. So we'll start with Matthias, Levi, Rob, and then Keeney.
Damn, leaving out 100. I was gonna go 69.
What position? What?
So we got our quarterback, 2 running backs, 2 wide receivers, a tight end, and then a flex.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so just pick a number.
Yep.
Let's go 34.
35.
You bitch.
Number between 1 and what?
50.
36.
3.
You son of a bitch.
3.
Wow. I had 35.
Oh!
So how are we going to determine second?
So we can. I will propose the option here that so I play a lot of Magic the Gathering, and you turn and to do for that you pick the first person and then you go clockwise from there.
Okay.
So if we do that, it'd be me, Keeney, Rob, Matthias.
You dick. All right. Fair enough.
For kind of a reminder on the format here too, it's a snake draft, so I'll go first, but then that means it'll come back around and I'll be last. We're not gonna totally screw Matthias over here. So general rules here: you have to pick 1 season from a player's career, and for basketball, since it spans kind of 2 years, we always took the spring semester, but football is easy. Football is just 1 year; it's the fall semester, and you have to pick a season from that player's career. You'll get the total scrimmage yards they had in the season, and then you'll get that number of yards. If you pick a year that player was not in the Big 12, then you flush that pick. That pick goes to the end of the round. That player comes off the board. Nobody else can take that player. And then if that pick happens to be at the end of the round, then it'll go out to the end of the next round. But that's a general rule. Rob, does that all make sense? Any questions?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Whatever happens. Let's roll.
I love it. And one other rule too is once a player's been taken, they cannot be selected. No other season of their career can be selected by another player as well. So you can't take this person in 2016 and this person in 2015 type of thing.
Okay, I'm not sure I can specify the year, but we'll see.
Well, that's the trivia part.
Don't worry, Rob. I tried to pick LaFester Rhodes 87. I was a year off. It was 88. I would have not got last by a long shot.
But Jackson got super last in the first round.
Yeah. If I would have got LaFester 88, I would have not even been close to last. I would have beat Tom.
Yeah.
I might be off like by 4 years by when these guys played, though. That's the real problem. And we're talking 2010 to now.
We ready to rock and roll? Oh, so for the reference, anybody in the chat, feel free to play the game along. Any of us in the stream not allowed to look at chat. We're not allowed to look at stats while we're playing. Nothing. You can make a draft board off to the side if you want, but no looking up stuff during the.
So
during
are
the
we
show.
doing by position first, or are we going? I got my draft board.
You can do whatever position you want to first. Like,
Yeah,
Okay.
you're just drafting. Like if you want to go position of scarcity first, that's a perfectly reasonable strategy. You can do whatever you want.
All right.
Okay. So I'm up first. I think this one makes a lot. I feel pretty good about this one. I know he's going to be up there. I'm not going to go position of scarcity just yet. I'm going to try to grab the number one answer. And immensely productive player, dual threat quarterback, won a Heisman Trophy. I'm going to take 2018 Kyler Murray.
Oh, okay.
and we're doing are we doing yards per game? Did we decide we wanted
like scrimmage yards per game? Yeah,
scrimmage yards per game.
because that will encompass everything they did during the game.
Hold on, I'm trying to make sure I get it right. The Heisman season, so...
Yep, 2018 Kyler Murray.
So that's rushing yards and passing yards?
That'd be rushing and passing yards.
Oh,
yep.
okay.
All right, hold on. I'm not a big sports reference guy, so this might be...
You're good. Because if you... My before we get the number, my logic here, I mean, he threw... I mean, you had Lincoln Riley, Oklahoma. He's throwing for 1 million yards. But also Kyler was insanely productive on the ground as a runner.
Yeah.
Obviously he had a couple good quarterbacks on either side of him that were also just generally very good quarterbacks. But I just my gut instinct says he's probably more productive than the other two, just in terms of yards, probably and maybe touchdowns too, but definitely yards.
Where do you find scrimmage yards per game at? Am I blind here?
Here, okay. So let me see here. Okay, so if you go on Sports Reference, college, so if you go to like,
I've got college football pulled up.
yeah, so if you search like Kyler Murray college football stats, you can go to, otherwise the quick one you can do is just add up for like quarterbacks. Quick ones you can do is just add the passing and the rushing together.
Okay, so yards from scrimmage 2018 it says 1,001. That's not that can't be right.
That's
So
way low.
That would just be rushing, probably.
That might just be right. Yeah. So basically here. So his total yard. Oh wait, let's see here. His yards per game, he averaged. Sorry to the folks watching.
I'm sorry.
figure
Like
this out
sports
real time.
references, like there's great stuff on sports reference, but they can't put it in order very well.
So if you toggle per game stats, and then so Kyler Murray averaged 311 yards passing. Oopsies. He averaged 311.5 yards passing, and another. How is his rate?
71 yards per game rushing, correct?
Yep.
So it's 383.
Yep. 383 yards a game.
Perfect. There we go. That's a good one. Heisman Trophy winner.
It gets you a dual threat there. That feels. I'd say I don't know if that's the best answer, but that feels like a good first answer. Austin, who you got up?
All right. My strategy is to go straight to the position of scarcity of tight end.
I'll be fascinated. I think there's one really, really good tight end that I hope you don't find.
There's a couple, but one that I'm pretty confident about is going to be a good number, and I'll get the year right, is Koziel from Houston this past year, 2025.
That is a good one.
think he was the number one tight end in receptions in the country last year.
I think that sounds right. They threw to him.
So he has 727 yards
total.
727 yards total. Good one.
Okay, so you got 727 total. You said.
Yep.
That is my tight end, by the way.
Oh, you tight. You don't want them as your quarterback. Actually, maybe we'll just, instead of doing the averages, let's just grab total yards. That'll be easier than instead of having to worry about the calculating it out. Probably.
Or excuse me, hold on here. Let me add. Sorry, guys. This is just, I hate sports reference, but it's great stuff. 801.
Once you learn how to really rip through it, it's pretty.
Yep.
All right.
801.
First, let's teach Pence how to count.
Yeah, sorry.
He's shorting me yards on the first pick.
It's 801. I promise you it's 801.
Okay. Oh, shit. So you've got 801 there, right? There we go. And that was who?
Tanner Koziol, I think is how you pronounce his last name, from Houston.
Okay. From 2025. Alrighty. Rob, you're up.
Notwithstanding his ignominious performance at Jack Trice Stadium in 2016, I select quarterback Patrick Mahomes, the third 2016 season.
I think that's probably a fairly decent pick.
I'm pretty sure that's the number one answer.
He doesn't give you the Kyler Murray rushing numbers, but
that offense with how they threw it, and he sneaky ran the ball a little bit. Like he had the one game where he had like 800 yards.
So 2016, Pat Mahomes had 5,552 passing yards, and he had 260 rushing yards.
Man, that's 2 quarterbacks off my board already. Fuck.
Dang.
All right.
Still got Josh Hoover.
You do still have Josh Hoover available to you if you'd like. Matthias, you're up. First pick of the draft. First and second pick.
My number one quarterback on the board is still here, so that's good.
Okay.
We're dipping into the Mike Leach era of Texas Tech. Graham.
Remember, you can only go back to 2010.
Oh fuck! Okay.
I was gonna say, I was like, I don't think he's there anymore. But
Give me. I'm pivoting. Way pivot. Chuba Hubbard, 19.
That's a good pick.
Very good.
Yep. Chuba Hubbard.
Now I'm in trouble.
Was he a 2,000-yard rusher that year?
He was. He was a
2,000
2,000-yard rusher.
Boy, that's wiping off a lot here. I got to pivot. Okay.
Let's see. So in 2019, Chuba Hubbard had
2,446 yards.
2,446 yards. I think that's a pretty good pick for a running back.
It is a good pick.
All right.
That's a great pick. I forgot because he was not good the next year.
Wait, 2,446. How did you come up with that number?
2,000-yard rushing.
Because he had 2094. He had 2094 rushing and 198 receiving.
Oh, hold on. Yeah, it's 2292. Sorry.
2292. Okay,
yeah, 2292.
Like, feels
sorry,
high.
I went to school for journalism. Sorry, we didn't do math in journalism school.
All right, Matthias, you got another pick.
So you said 2010, right?
Back to 2010. We can include 2010.
Okay. Give me Landry Jones, 2010.
Landry Jones. Interesting.
And then, fuck that. Goddamn, I don't even know.
Landry Jones in 2010. I think that might be a pretty decent pick here for a quarterback here. So 2010. 2010.
We got to count the minus yards too, don't we?
Does he have negative rushing yards?
Yeah,
he probably does.
He super does.
Yep. So it'd be 4,590.
Yeah. So we got 4,718 positive passing yards and negative 128 rushing yards.
Ouch.
That's no good. for
Damn.
4,590 for a quarterback. Rob, you got your second pick.
Sheila can carry me.
The worst thing is I'm trying to figure out the timing of it because he was so good. I covered a game. You and I got had the misfortune of going to play at Oklahoma State in Stillwater for one of their money games. And at the time, the Register apparently had plenty of money, and they sent me to go cover it. And of course, they got killed, and Justin Blackman killed him.
Oh,
I might get the year wrong, but I'm going to say Justin Blackman 2010.
that's the better pick.
Yep.
2011 is a perfectly acceptable season, but 2010 is the better season.
Yep. 1859.
That's a
He
nice
was a
little pick.
monster. He was
Oh,
a
Justin
monster.
Blackman was crazy.
Fortunately, that was my last year at the Register, and I think that was the year I went to cover it. I'm not sure if that's the case or not. It
What did you say the
even
number
been-
was, Jackson?
It is
before.
1859.
1859. Excellent.
Yeah, he actually was. I didn't realize he was a top 5 of the Heisman that year. I remember him being really good the 2011
Because
year.
2011 was the year we beat him and all that, and he won the Bolitnikoff, I think.
Yes.
He was unbelievably good.
Yeah,
He
that's
did nothing in the pros, and that
Yeah.
was unfortunate.
Well,
Yeah.
there were reasons that happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Couldn't get his shit together.
Yep.
Mr. Keeney, what do you got for your second pick?
Yeah, I can sit on quarterback for a little while now.
You can.
This is nice. When I think all-purpose yards, I think of Tavon Austin. So West Virginia,
that pick.
2012.
You want him as your receiver?
Yes.
Okay, so 2012. I think that
that is
I was
Those are
kind of
first
wondering
year
how
in the
long
Big
it was going
12,
to
yeah.
take for someone to push the Tavon Austin button.
yep. 1932.
1932. Good number.
My computer just had a spasm.
I think
Sure
I'm
did.
remembering this right. Is there a game log? I feel like there was a game where he just like ran for 200 yards.
Oklahoma. He had 400 all-purpose yards that game.
And then
Something
like
or 350 or something. Like something stupid.
And like that's not even counting like what he did, like kickoff, kick
returner,
return.
yeah.
Yeah, like
Right,
that's
yeah.
crazy.
He was I remember him just going nuts against us in his only game at Jack Trice-Am, and I was watching him like that's the fastest human being I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, he was, and then like he had a pretty good professional career, don't you think? Like for the
Oh, yeah.
Rams,
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Very
Not- not as-
acceptable. He
Not
had
as
the
good as I
career
would have
that
thought.
he had,
Yeah.
he had the career I think a lot of people thought Percy Harvin would have.
I mean, I'll put a guarantee out there. We all had him on our fantasy team at least
Oh,
once,
yeah,
thinking
big
this is
time.
the year he breaks out, and it never really happened.
Yep.
He was always okay, just never great. Yeah, and that was also the game that Geno Smith tried to fight Wally Burnham. That was pretty funny.
Yeah.
It's a classic. It's a classic.
All right,
How about
I've got 2 picks
Go
in a
ahead.
row here, and I'm going to go position of scarcity for the first one. I'm going to go. I think this is the tight end that I think he's like head and shoulders above all of the other ones. I believe it's 2013 Jace Amaro from Texas Tech.
Ooh, that guy was good.
So
Jace Amaro was really good.
Jace Morrow.
Jace Amaro, Amaro.
I forgot about that guy. That's not the one I thought you were going to say.
There is another one that I have on my head that someone else will probably take, and I think it's probably a pretty good answer.
Good NBA game going on. To date myself.
Hey, say it one more time. I can't spell
His
it.
name is Jace Amaro.
Jace.
I'm trying to remember how to.
I think it's JACEAMARO.
Is it? Damn it! How do you spell the damn last name? I thought it was AMARO, right?
That's
Jace
what I thought
Amaro.
it was too. I recognize the name.
Okay, Jace Amaro. Here we go. Yeah, for some reason it wasn't coming up in my search bar. I don't know why.
Yeah.
So 2013. Ooh, this was a good pick. 2013, Jace Amaro had 1,352 yards receiving,
Holy shit.
and 0 yards rushing. But speaking of rushing, I do have my second pick here for my running back. I think I'm going to grab 2024 Cam Scadaboo.
Damn it! Oh, he's frozen too.
Matthias is frozen, so all he got was the frozen. Damn it!
23-16.
23-16 for Mr. Cam Scadaboo. All right. I'm pretty happy with that turnaround.
I'm having a lot of issues. I don't know what the fuck is happening.
Refresh the window.
No, it's my other monitor is like dead, and so the camera went with it.
Huh. Fascinating. Well, Matthias is deep in thought on our stream.
Yep.
So at least you got a pretty good freeze frame out of it.
Yeah, hey, what do you
Yeah,
do?
he's thinking about it.
All right. Austin, what you got up?
Yep. Take a running back here. Matthias actually jogged my memory on this one. So
Don't you fucking dare.
is it Ollie Gordon?
No, thank God.
2023. I get 2,000 rushing yards out of it.
I believe you do.
2,062.
2062 for
How
scrimmage
about
yards.
receiving? Did
Yep.
he have any receiving yards?
He had 330 receiving yards.
Yeah, because Hubbard hit 2,000 rushing yards, but Ollie Gordon didn't quite make it there. But he had was it 2062 for scrimmage yards?
2062. Yep.
Yeah, that's
So
still that's still a good running back though.
Yeah. Are we doing total yards here? Is it rushing plus receiving, or is it just rushing?
Yeah. No, it's
Rushing
just rushing.
plus
It's rushing and receiving.
Okay.
Yep. So 2062 is your total scrimmage yards on that one.
Oh, okay. I thought he was at 2,000 just in rushing.
That was
17.
Hubbard.
Yep, Hubbard was. He was 1732 for total
Okay.
rushing yards
Yeah,
that year.
yeah. All right, Rob.
Are any of us interested in this NBA game? I mean, Detroit, Cleveland. It's a hell of a game. Tough. I'm watching that out to the side here. Tobias Harris having a game of his playoff life. At any rate, I'm not trying to delay. Fortunately, 2016 is something that stuck in my head, and I'm going running back here, and I'm going Deonta Foreman.
Deontay Foreman.
Texas.
That's
Damn
a good pick. Deontay Foreman's a great pick. I'm pretty
I
sure
don't.
he ran for a lot.
I don't know if he caught anything, but I know he was.
Because he
a
won
hell
the
of a
Doak Walker
back.
that year, right?
2016, correct?
That's
Yes.
another one I forgot
Yep.
about too. Yeah.
2103.
Yeah, I'd say I think he was the Doak Walker that year, right?
I believe so, yes.
2103 for Deontay Foreman.
I don't know if he caught a single pass out of the backfield, but
Oh, he actually only had 75 yards receiving that year.
75 on the whole season.
at least it wasn't negative.
Yeah.
Chicago Bears legend Deontay Foreman.
Yeah. All right, Matthias,
Another
you've got
guy.
2 picks in a row.
I'm going to continue dipping into my Chicago Bears legends here.
Kevin White.
Do it.
No,
Coward.
fuck no.
He's a Bears legend.
I mean, he
Kendall-
did have a good year at West Virginia that got him the NFL pick, but
I don't fucking know what year that was. I tend to forget about him. Kendall Wright, Baylor, 2011.
1735.
it's a good pick.
Good year.
Good.
And a Bears legend.
All right, second pick.
Well, now that I'm fucking out of running backs because everybody keeps fucking taking them, give me Samaje P. Ryan.
Yep. What year?
I got 2 here. Oh, let's go 14.
14? Okay.
Yeah.
I think that might be the right year.
That is the best year. Yes. 1821.
Was 13?
He's a really good one.
He did not play in 13. It was 14, 15, 16.
That was close.
1821, you said.
1821.
Now,
Pretty
was
good
he
pass
sharing
catcher, though.
He might have been sharing carries,
with
right?
Joe Mixon? 'Cause
Yeah.
Him and Joe Mixon were in the backfield at the same time.
All right, I'm going to refresh this really quick because this is driving me nuts. I cannot.
Now 2014 was that the year he set the single game record, and then Melvin Gordon broke it Melvin Gordon almost broke it like the week later.
I don't know.
I think because Samaje P. Ryan set the record. Or no, Melvin Gordon broke the record, and then 2 weeks later, Samaje P. Ryan set the record against Kansas, back when Kansas was hot dog shit.
Yeah, that's I don't know if that's an accomplishment or not.
Shout out to P. Ryan, though. He has an incredible journeyman NFL career.
Yeah.
he has.
Yeah.
If you need somebody, your emergency running back, he can come in and get you 100 yards.
Is he
in-
still for
in
the
a game.
Bengals? He's still for the Bengals?
He was last year for a short time, but it wasn't
Yeah.
like he was on inactive for most of the time.
Yeah, he's
because-
towards the end, I think. But
Because Mixon and P. Ryan were in the same backfield for the first time since Oklahoma.
Yep.
Rob, you're up.
Oh, I wish we could take 2 quarterbacks, but we can't. because I have one that I wish I'd taken instead of Patrick Mahomes, to be honest. But now that I think about it, but I'm going to go with running back. God, I hope I get the year right. It's probably not a very good pick. 2020 Brees Hall.
2020 Brees Hall.
Yeah.
Tricky part there is you're losing a couple games due to the short
Due to the
season.
COVID, yeah.
Yeah.
2020. They still ended up playing,
It still played like 11 games.
I think, 11 games. He is 1752, 2020.
He had 1752 in 11 games.
Jesus
Not bad.
Christ.
That's really good.
Yeah.
Not bad. Not
That's
bad.
a good number. Which means so it means if they had played a full like 13 game season, he'd have been clear of 2,000 pretty easily.
He averaged 131 yards a game. That's pretty dang good.
Yeah.
But he only had 180 yards receiving that year.
Out of curiosity, what would his 2021 have been?
It's not far. Actually, it's a little bit better. 1766.
Maybe
But
receiving was
he got
better,
two more
too.
games out of it and still only got an extra 14 yards out of it.
Yeah. And he had more receiving yards that year too. Actually,
Okay.
I picked the wrong year. That's what I was worried about.
because he averaged 122 yards per game. So his scrimmage yards was 1752. It was
He had two
2020.
extra games out of
His rushing yards, he had 1,572. And yeah.
it. Okay. Austin.
I'm going to try really hard to get the year right on this. Pretty sure he was a Heisman finalist, so I want D.D. Westbrook as a wide receiver.
That's a fun
Very
pick.
good one.
I think the year's 2017. I'm pretty sure he was Baker's running mate.
That sounds right.
You say 2016?
17.
Ooh, he did not play in 2017.
All right. Well,
Ooh, flushed it.
I was
Aaron
1 year off.
Mulligans?
Yeah, he had a 1625 scrimmage yards in 2016.
All right.
I think he finished fourth in the Heisman that year, I believe.
Okay.
Well, flush that one.
Yep. So you're go. I'll pick. You'll pick, and then I'll pick for the beginning of the round. Okay. So this feels kind of yucky because he's a Kansas State Wildcat.
Don't you dare.
Obviously, you know who I'm taking here.
Yep.
I'm trying to decide which one. He had two good years right in a row, and I'm trying to remember which one was better. I want to say I think the second of those 2 years would have been better. So I'm going to go with 2022 Deuce Vaughn.
Oh, I thought
All they did was feed him the ball.
Okay.
That's it. That was the whole offense.
2022 Deuce Vaughn.
Yep.
1936 All-American that year. Yeah.
Jesus
Good
Christ.
with that. Okay. Let's see. Wide receiver.
Well,
that very-
wait a second. Don't I get my?
Oh yeah,
Don't I
sorry.
get my
Yes, you get a pick.
do-over?
Yes, you get a pick. That's my bad.
Yeah. Okay. I wish I would have got that. Wish I would have got the year right on that. I feel like the board's wide open too. All right. Since I can't think of anything better, I'm just going to go ahead and take my quarterback. Heisman RG3 2011.
I think that's probably going to get you a pretty good pick because he was still really productive on the ground too.
Yeah. So let's do it here. So he passed for 2011 42.93,
Passer 42.93.
and then he rushed and received for
Receive.
Did he have receiving yards?
it says
They give him a wheel route or something?
180. He only had 180 rushing receiving scrimmage yards. Wow.
Really?
That's crazy. It says
Wow.
44.73. That seems.
And he won the
seems
Heisman
really-
that year without rushing.
Or excuse me, hold on.
2011 RG3 rushing.
42.93. Okay, here we go. I don't know why this keeps happening to Keeney, but it's 714. So 5,000.
47.14.
It's 5,007. Wow, that's a great
5,007. Okay, that sounds much
That's-
better.
yeah, 'cause
I
he
was
had
gonna say, there's no way Landon
Yeah.
Jones had negative 120 rushing yards. negative 120 rushing yards and outgained RG3.
Yeah, because he was the Heisman that year. He averaged like 53 yards rushing a game. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Did he have a better
That's a great
all-purpose
pick.
year? Because he was like a machine running the ball.
his 2008 season. He actually rushed for 843 yards, 13 touchdowns too, rushing. And
Did he pass for 4,200 that year though?
he passed for 2,091.
Yeah,
Okay,
see, yeah,
yeah.
it wasn't even
Yeah.
close, yeah.
So I mean, his junior or senior season would have both been pretty good, but you got the best year by far.
All right.
All right, second pick here. I need to take a receiver. Matthias's earlier wide receiver pick jogged my memory a touch.
No.
Because Kendall Wright was the second best receiver on his football team.
Oh, fuck me.
And but you know, so Kendall Wright probably led Baylor in 2011, but 2012 is when the better receiver stepped up and took over. And I believe that was Terrence Williams in 2012.
2012.
He was really good.
He was really good. 1846.
Oof.
God damn.
That's the Big 12 back in the day was unbelievable.
Oh, it was nutty.
Unbelievable back in the day. Now it's totally flipped. It's unbelievable.
It's just all the offenses were just total video game numbers. Everywhere.
Blasted Kendall Wright out of the water.
That is back to you, Keeney. You need a running back, a receiver, and then you got a flex spot.
Yeah. I wish I would have did a little bit more thinking about this. Okay.
I'm running scarce here.
Yeah. I feel like I'm gonna. I'm going to try and get the year right on this one too, but I don't feel confident. So I got to think about his NFL career and how many years we got to go back.
No.
I'm pretty sure Bijan Robinson in 2021 had a ton of yards.
That number because he was on their 2020 team.
Yep. He didn't rush for 1,000. He only rushed for 703 yards that season. Iowa State beat them down there. But his 2021, correct, Keeney?
Yes.
1422. His 22 season was 1894 scrimmage yards.
Okay. I was 1 year off on that one too. But did he have receiving yards?
He did 314 his seniors or juniors year before he went pro, and then he only had 295 that year that you picked.
Yeah.
just
All
missed
right. I
it.
got the year wrong. Dang it.
I don't remember. That's crazy that he was 22. That team, I don't remember the Deckers team playing him down there. Do you remember that?
I don't either.
Oh, I remember. I
you
remember
remember?
because that was the one that Hutchinson dropped the wide open ball.
Yeah.
yeah.
That's why I don't remember.
One of Jalen Knoll had one too that year.
Yep.
as I
Yep,
recall.
that was
Yeah.
Oklahoma State, I believe. Should have won. That would have been a touchdown, I believe.
That was young Jalen Knoll that had way too many drops.
Yeah.
Rob, you're up. You've got a receiver, a tight end, and a flex left.
Let's go Travis Hunter 2024
Ooh.
receiver.
Probably a pretty good number here.
I don't know if they ever rushed him because he had to play so much goddamn defense. They probably didn't, but
They
I
may
know
have
he
given
put up
him
good
like,
numbers.
They might have given him a couple end arounds type of thing, a couple jet sweeps.
Okay, rushing and receiving in 2020. What?
2024.
1263.
Solid.
It's not a bad number.
Yeah, he. Oh man, he had 1,258 receiving yards that year. I didn't realize that.
Yeah, there's a reason he won the Heisman
I'm
Trophy.
sure he.
Yeah.
I'm sure he rushed for virtually nothing, but still, I knew he was one of the top receivers. So I just
Yeah.
like
2 carries.
He won the.
And I don't
Thorpe
wanna
and
get
the
a year
Blitnikoff,
wrong.
right?
Yeah, he won the Blitnikoff that year.
He won the Thorpe too, because I think he won the Thorpe and the Blitnikoff, didn't he? He won the Thorpe, Blitnikoff, and Heisman, I think.
might be the case.
I mean, he obviously won the Heisman and the Blitnikoff. I think he won the Thorpe Award too. I could be wrong, but I think he did.
I'm sure he did. Yeah.
Matthias, you've got 2 picks in a row. You've got a receiver, a tight end, and a flex.
All right, I'm going flex here, just because he was just drafted. But I'm gonna go 2024 RJ Harvey.
I think that's a good pick. Mm-hmm. He had a boatload of yards.
He hit a boatload of yards against Iowa State.
He did. He absolutely did. I guess he's over 1,700 for sure.
Yeah, he's 1844.
Yeah.
1844. That's a really good pick.
Really damn good pick.
Okay, now here's my next one is because I'm struggling to pick a tight end here, but I'm just gonna go get him off the board, and I know it's not probably something really extravagant, but I'm going 2021 Charlie Kohler.
That's what I knew you were going there.
I think that's a rock solid pick. Like I don't know if it's gonna. Yeah, so I don't like you said. I don't know if it's gonna blow it away, but
I literally cannot think of another tight end.
2021.
There's a big one.
Yeah,
Here. I'm gonna wait to
2021.
see if I'm gonna wait to see if Rob picks it or someone takes him for a flex. But there's another one that I think there's an obvious one that you're missing.
It was 756.
You'll probably say him. I'll be like, but
I guarantee it.
I
Yeah.
can't fucking think of anybody.
God,
I feel like I've got the one. I feel like I know who the tight end is, but I can't. I would never get the year right.
I think I would only get the year right because I remember when he played against us. But Rob, you are back up.
Tight ends have become a black hole for me.
There is somebody on the board here. 2 people on the board that are really high left that have not been taken. They're very hard to get though.
I can think of one quarterback in particular that.
Well, nobody's taking a quarterback. I mean, Baker Mayfield and Jalen Hurts both got left on the board.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
I also thought about Geno Smith and then Brandon Weeden.
Shedeur Sanders.
And because we're throwing in rushing, I would guess Max Duggan has a pretty decent number.
What about Shedeur Sanders though? He rushed and he threw for crazy numbers.
He'd probably have a lot of touchdowns, but I don't know about yards.
Yeah. Good point.
I'm not sure.
There's a lot of like Bryce Petty from Baylor, Trevon Boykin from TCU.
Mason
That would have
Rudolph.
been a good one.
Mason Rudolph, maybe.
Cornelius, was he good too? I mean, I don't know if he threw it a lot or not.
I'm gonna be a homer here, and I'm gonna make my flex 2024 Jalen Knoll.
That's a good one.
I like that pick.
He had a couple carries that year, I'm sure.
Yeah.
1232.
Okay,
Wow.
so you got a little bit on the ground then.
Yep,
'Cause I know he's a 1,000-yard receiver.
Yep, he was 1,100, almost a 1,200-yard receiver, but he was only 38 yards on the ground.
Yeah, they only gave him a couple
The return
jet
game.
sweeps.
They hardly ever let him return the ball either, which was
Right.
insane.
Yeah, he had 53 yards on kickoff return and on almost 200 on punt return. Man, that could have been crazy if he would have done that more.
All right. Austin, you've got a receiver and a flex.
Yeah. I'm just gonna do the receiver and then try and buy myself some time on the flex because I'm not having a lot come to mind right now. Quentin Johnston, TCU, 2022. Back when he could catch the ball.
Yeah.
2022, 1,062.
Oof.
See, oh man, I ran out of gas here. This is bad.
He only had 6 touchdowns that year. Some of these guys, it feels like they scored a lot more than touchdowns.
I feel like I remember having
I think I'm getting
Johnson.
clouded by him just like going nuts in the playoff game against Michigan.
True.
Yeah, maybe that's what it was.
Because he barely eclipsed 1,000 yards that year. It was only 1,069 yards. He had negative 7 rushing yards.
I just remember him going crazy against Michigan to being a first round pick. I'm like, well, he probably had a lot of yards. Apparently, not as many as I thought.
Okay, so I've got 2 picks in a row here with a receiver and a flex. My receiver, so before we got to the last stretch of the Gundy era here, he had a couple really, really good receivers. He had a bunch of really good receivers right in a row.
I know.
There's a couple of, and then like I can take one of these, and there'll still be another one there, another couple of them there you can take. I want to make sure I get the year right on this because he was obviously there for three years, I think, and he had a big play against us in 2017, but I don't believe that was his best season. I'm gonna say 2018 Tylan Wallace.
Cocksucker.
Yeah, he's really good.
Is 2018 the right year?
I don't know
It
if
could be
it's the right
27.
year.
It could be
I
2017.
think it's 2018.
2018, 1497. 13 touchdowns that year. That's really good. As a sophomore.
What was the number again?
1497.
1497. That was his sophomore year?
Yeah.
Oh,
He played all 4 years.
really?
That was
Okay.
his best year. That was his best year by far. 2018.
Yeah. So the question here, do I steal Matias's other Oklahoma State receiver here?
No, that's the only one I had from Oklahoma State.
Because so Keeney's got a flex, Rob's got a tight end left. There's a running back I've got in my head, but I don't feel confident enough about the year about it. So I think what I'm just gonna do is I'm just gonna drop down to another Oklahoma State receiver that I know was productive. He was the year before Tylan Wallace. I don't know what the number is, but I think it's pretty good. I'm gonna say 2017 James Washington. I think it's a good number, but I honestly don't know.
2017 James Washington. 1561.
Yeah.
Good.
Kind of forgot about him.
Yep. He caught 1549 yards that year. 20.9 yards per catch. Wow.
Yeah. My pre-show research uncovered his name. I'd forgotten completely about him.
I think he gets buried a little bit because I think Tylan Wallace was like the flashier receiver after him. So I think
But
James Washington kind of got
didn't
lost.
Washington have a better NFL career?
Judging by the
Stuck
stats.
around a little bit
Neither
more.
one had much. Neither
Well,
one of them
Tylan
had
Wallace
much.
is still hanging around with the Ravens.
Yep.
Really? Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, he's still on the Ravens. I think James Washington he was a Steeler for a while.
Yeah, he
I
was
don't
a
know.
Steeler forever.
Yeah.
But yeah, Tylan Wallace is still on the Ravens roster. I would assume he's still there doing stuff.
He had 3 straight 1,000-yard receiving seasons.
Oof.
His
James
sophomore,
Washington did?
yeah, sophomore, junior, and senior season. That's crazy.
If he'd have stayed all 4 years, he had to have been. He's got to be like in their top 5 all-time receptions.
Oh,
It has to
yeah.
be. They threw him a ton. Okay. Keeney, you got a flex.
Yeah, I feel really bad about my draft. Completely ran out of gas.
The Quentin Johnston pick, I would have thought it would have had another 400 or 500 yards on there if I would have guessed. It's kind of like the who took Joel Embiid a couple weeks ago, and we thought,
I think that was me too.
was it you? Because you took Joel Embiid, we're all like, oh, 18 points, 20 points, somewhere in there, and he was like 10.
Yep.
Crazy.
What do we got here?
Well, I've got no path to winning.
You'd need 3,600 yards.
I wonder who Matias is trying to take.
So
Let's see if-
so you've got 1,300 to make up on Rob. He's got a tight end left. But you got 1,300 there, and you got 800-ish on Matias, and he's got a receiver left.
See, I'm going to finish last.
Yeah, I mean, maybe it's one you try to swing for the fences and hope.
If I can get through this pick, I got a good one, but I'm just holding on here.
I'm fascinated with what name you've got sitting back there.
You know what's driving me nuts is Texas Tech had all these yards, and I can't remember who any of their receivers are.
But they were in 2007 era. That's because I was going to go Graham Harrell in 07. And then
I know,
and
but
that
I
was
can't
Michael
have
Crabtree and
Crabtree.
all that. Yeah.
Crabtree probably had an insane scrimmage yard.
So the problem is like 2016, like Pat Mahomes, something like that. Like they spread the ball around so much in that I don't know that they even had they may have had 1,000-yard receiver, but it couldn't have been much over that.
Jeez, Crabtree almost had a 2,000-yard scrimmage year.
As
2007.
like a true freshman, he was just unbelievable.
My gosh.
Another guy that didn't do hardly anything in the NFL. Which
Yeah, kind of
blows my
did the
mind.
journeyman thing for a while, but not nearly as much as you would have thought he would have.
You would have thought he would have been a star. He wasn't a star for a game, I don't think.
He almost won a Super Bowl.
With the 49ers?
Yep, they lost to brother. That was the brotherly Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Well, all right. I'm gonna stop delaying the inevitable. I'm gonna try Corey Coleman for Baylor. I believe the year is 2012.
He was really good.
He was one of those
2012
guys
was my
that just ran a straight line and caught go routes.
Because 2012 was my Terrence Williams year. I would have said 2013, I think.
Well, he did not play in 2012. He played 13, 14, and 15.
Oh,
and
Man, all right. Well, flush it, I guess.
Yeah, it's
but
flush. Yeah.
And
So so he'll pick after Matias.
God dang, what was his big year? Was it
his
15?
big 15 was his big year, 1474, 20
Man, I was off by
touchdowns.
3 years.
Holy moly!
I wouldn't have thought it was that late.
He had 20 touchdowns as a junior that year before going to the NFL.
Yeah, and he couldn't play. He couldn't play. All he could do was run go routes. He couldn't even play wide receiver. He was just really fast.
What was the name of that guy that for Baylor was like an offensive lineman that came in and like carried the football? What was his name?
Oh.
Do you remember who I'm talking? He played tight end too, I believe. What was
Yeah,
his
I remember
name?
this. He was like a 400-pounder that
can't
caught a
remember
pass.
his name at all.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell you who it was. Yeah. Okay, Rob, you've got a tight end.
Well, what I've tried to do is pick my sweet spots of years, remembering towards the back end of it and the front end. And even though I know you say there's a great tight end lurking out there, I can't take a risk on a year and on a name I'm not absolutely sure about. So I'm just going with Michael Trigg of Baylor this season. And I knew he was really good.
2025, 694 yards.
So pretty good for a tight end.
Yeah, pretty good for a
Yeah,
tight
that's
end.
pretty good. He had, let's see, 0 yards rushing. So
Yeah.
Do you have it in front of you? Can you tell me what Mark Andrews' best year at Oklahoma
I'd say
was?
Mark Andrews was the name I had. It was
I had
2017.
no chance of getting the year.
Was it
but that's the name that
2017?
was in my head.
2017, he had 958 yards from
Okay.
scrimmage.
Damn.
That was the best guess I had for a second tight end.
How the fuck could I not remember that?
He was on that team and we beat him down there. God, I don't remember some of these guys
wow.
being on that team.
He'd have to be the second best tight end after Jason Morrow, right? I can't think of anybody else that would have got into the 1,000.
Yeah, I thought Kohler would have been higher than he was, but
He was
No.
splitting catches with 3 other tight ends.
it's
though.
true.
Yeah.
It's,
Or 2 others for sure. Yeah, I don't know. It's
I still, for the life of me, cannot think of another tight end other. Like, I just can't.
besides Mark Andrews, I'm not sure. That'd have been tough.
I literally only had Kohler written down in my tight end section. That's how bad that was.
Well,
You've got a receiver.
I'm gonna go with Landry Jones's counterpart here in Ryan Broyles.
Ryan
2010.
Broyles. Yeah, that's a good
Ryan
pick.
Broyles.
I don't know what the number is, but it's a good pick.
That was the other name on my list too.
2010,
Yeah.
1622. That's his
Yeah,
best
good.
year.
That's a good last pick.
Yep.
All right, Keeney, you've got a flex.
Gee, like it matters.
Let's talk
Mike-
it out. What do you got? So,
Well, I'm like 2,000 yards behind everybody else. So
so you need. Yeah.
There is a player that will get you close. There's a couple players.
I have an idea. Is one of them is Josh Doxson up there from TCU?
Let me look.
if there's anybody in the 2,000-yard range, they've got to be a running back.
Yeah,
Probably.
they're running backs.
So the,
yeah.
the running back I had in my mind, I'm not sure what the year is, but the running back I had in my head was DeAndre Washington from Texas Tech. He had an unbelievable year, but I don't know which year it was.
That's a good one.
Is it like? I'm not.
Shut
sure.
up, Levi. He's got to make the pick. God damn it.
I know. He can have the name. I don't know the year.
This doesn't feel Mahomesian, so
Yeah, I
gotta
don't
be-
think so.
it's got to be post Mahomes.
Post Mahomes. Post Mahomes.
Yeah, post Mahomes at Jack Trice Stadium this summer. God, it's got to be like 2018 or something.
For DeAndre Washington.
Let me. I
I want to
What
give
about
him
Joe? What about Joe Mixon in like 2015?
That's got.
It wouldn't feel right to take Levi's pick.
Joe Mixon in what year?
2015.
Dang, okay. If you would have picked 16, it would have been 18-12, but his 15 season was when he split carries, I believe, was 11-09. 11-09.
Well, there was also a year he get suspended for some bad stuff too. So
what was Mixon's year?
2015.
Yeah. What was the number?
11-09.
Okay, so 16. I'm always off by just like 1 year when I do these things.
Same thing. I that's why I need to host these things. I can't play.
Was DeAndre Washington like 2019?
He was actually 2015.
2015? Really?
So
From Texas Tech, 2015, 1877. That would have got you really close.
the last name I had, since we're all done here, the last name I had on my board that was not crossed off here was Tyler Lockett, 2014.
Oh, that's got to be a good number, right?
That's what I thought you were going with earlier. I was like, "Oh, you motherfucker!"
That's a great year, 1532.
Okay.
All American.
Man, that's wild that K-State had a receiver with that many yards because they don't throw the ball.
Well, that'd have been Klein, right?
Yeah.
Was that Colin Klein or was that Jake Waters?
14.
I think it was Klein.
14 would have been Klein.
Klein's
Was that-
big year
was
would have
that-
been like 2012.
Okay.
I think that's the year
Klein
he
was-
was the
Klein was
Heisman
early.
finalist.
Might have been Waters then. Yeah, he caught 15.
I think it was Jake Waters.
Yeah, 1,515 yards receiving that year. That's amazing.
The guy I had on my list was Taj Brooks, 2024.
Oh,
Texas
that's a
Tech.
good. That's
That
gotta
was
be a good answer.
I was looking for somebody to say Taj Brooks. I didn't know if somebody would. What'd you say? What year you say?
2024.
2024, 1704.
Good number.
That's a good number.
So I'm curious now. What, like yards from scrimmage wise, what was Colin Klein's 2012? It probably wouldn't have
It's
been that
probably
high.
low because of the passing yards.
Yeah, his passing yards would have been down.
I thought that's who you were going to take when you said
But I think
K-State when you went
I
Deuce
think he
Vaughn.
ran for like he had to run for like 1,500. Like he had ran for
He ran
just
for
so
a lot.
much.
Well, he passed for, in 2012, 2641.
Okay.
And then his rushing and receiving that year was, from scrimmage, 920.
He didn't even hit 1,000 yards rushing.
No, he was like a short yardage guy. He had to have like
just-
15 to
touchdown
18 rushing
machine.
touchdowns though.
In 2011, though, he was 1,141.
So he did break
Scrimmage.
1,000 at one point. Okay.
Yeah.
Because 2012 was his like what like a Heisman finalist season.
Yeah, he got third in the Heisman that year, I believe.
Huh.
But he that 2012, he was 35-61.
Yeah, I was trying to think if there was like any like big names that like the two Texas Tech running backs. I was trying to think if there was any like other big numbers that we left off.
You guys got most of the running backs. Like,
Did Shock Linwood have a big year for Baylor one time?
He had a big year
Like
once.
2013 maybe 2013 Shock Linwood. Mostly because it's a really cool name. And I love the name Shock Linwood.
Yeah, that was a great name.
I would say 2013, but I'm not sure. He was really good for them. Because the Oklahoma running backs, like especially late Lincoln Riley, the Oklahoma running backs just split carries too much. Like Seth McGowan had a year like 2020. Seth McGowan was like okay, but he split a ton of carries. Did you guys know that Seth McGowan played college football last year?
No.
Whoa.
Yeah. So Seth
Unbelievable.
McGowan, I don't remember the exact story, but he like got suspended and he was like in prison for a year and they like suspended his eligibility
shit.
and they brought him back and he was like Seth McGowan was on a college football roster last season.
Is there a DeMarco Murray year? Is 2010
had
too
been
far back?
too early, I
I
think,
think it's
right?
too far back.
A
Yeah.
little bit too far back.
2008, maybe 2007.
Shock
somewhere in there.
Linwood would have been on that Baylor team that Iowa State should have beat Campbell's first year, right?
No. I think Shock Linwood was like, wasn't he like prime?
He was a
Bryles
Bryles guy.
He was a prime Bryles
Yeah.
guy.
Oh, yeah. He was 13, 14, 15,
13.
16.
What did he do in 13?
He did in 13, he was only 900 scrimmage yards. His junior season, 1,400.
Okay. Yeah, he was a good player for them for a long time.
Yeah. God, I'll never forget. That Iowa State team should have beat Baylor that
Or
year.
what's the Oklahoma State running back from 2021?
Jalen Warren.
Jalen Warren. He had a good year. I know we're just kind of naming dudes.
I know.
but
Another guy we've all had on our fantasy team at least once.
Yep,
that just never pans out.
1441.
Okay.
And yeah, that's a good year.
How about? I was thinking receiver. I was trying to think of anything Missouri like.
Oh, true.
oh, they would have you would have only got 1 or 2 years out of them. Like maybe Blaine Gabbert 2010 would maybe.
I
have
think
been an okay
Gabbert
pick.
in 2011 or 10 or 11 would have been a big one.
2010, he would have been so. Man,
Is that too late for Macklin?
I think that's just a year too late. I think Macklin was like 2008, 2009, somewhere in there. Otherwise, I don't know what other Mizzou players you would have gotten out of it.
Well, if you would have Blaine Gabbert, he only had 112 rushing and receiving yards from scrimmage, and then he had 3186. In 2009, he had 3,593 yards passing. He went down by 400 yards.
Yeah.
He
was fine in college, but then obviously just a comedically bad NFL quarterback. But
Comedically bad.
So ordinarily, what we had been doing for this game, we could try. It might be tough, but what we had been doing is after we finish the draft, then we all work together to put together a team that beats the winning team.
That would be extremely hard to do.
I don't know for it.
Like
that'd
maybe
be tough. I think.
Do you want to do players before 2010? I mean, that might be a little easier.
We could try it.
I mean,
what do you say, boys? We include pre 2010 and try to get.
Can I toss out the quarterback right away?
Graham Harrell.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
What year are you going, Graham?
07.
07 Graham Harrell.
And Michael Crabtree,
And then
2007
07
at
Crabtree.
receiver.
Yeah.
okay, so see, 2007 is that what you said? Or 8?
07 for Crabtree and Graham Harrell.
Okay, so God dang, 5,705 yards passing.
Let's clear this thing.
That's just passing.
Yeah.
But
07 Graham Harrell.
Well, he didn't
was,
run. That was peak Mike Leach, just stand back there
Just
and throw it in
huck
2
it. Yeah.
seconds.
So
yeah.
What's Harrell's
that
number?
one, that's 5743. Holy mackerel.
That's a good number.
Jeez. And then Crabtree,
Yep. So 2007 Crabtree.
he was, oh my goodness, 1962. He had
So another receiver back then that'd be worth considering. There's a couple back then that've been worth considering. Jordan Shipley in Texas's 2007 season, and if someone can figure out Jordy Nelson's senior year,
Oh, God.
is that K-State, right?
he's at K-State.
It would have
Was
been
he like 07 or
08 or
something?
09
I think
or
he
something.
was like 07. I want to say, but I don't
07?
07 Jordy Nelson.
Yep, 1599.
Go. I think that's a fairly decent pick.
Yeah. And then if you want it, do you want to go with Jordan Shipley?
So 1599. So
Let's see if the
Shipley would have to be
2007
our
Big
flex.
12 season beats everybody.
what'd you say?
2007 Big 12 apparently is just
Well,
the year where
if you're going to
yeah.
dig, if we're
Can
going to
we
dig,
go back and get Steve Slayton for this thing?
Do you want to just do 2007 and see if it beats it?
No. I don't think we.
well, because if we're going to go deeper,
You got to get Troy Davis as a running back.
Troy Davis and Ricky Williams.
So let's do 2000 as the cutoff, or we'll say like because if you do 2000 as the cutoff, you can also grab Adrian Peterson's freshman season or
Yep.
any of his seasons really.
Vince Young.
Vince Young would be an option. Now we already got our quarterback, so we need two running backs, a tight end, and a flex. I'm trying to
AP in 2004, I think was his freshman year.
AP in 2004 because he should have probably won the Heisman in 04 as a freshman running back.
Oh,
And then he got hurt against Iowa State. I don't remember which year that was.
Because he got hurt in the bottom of like a dog pile after like his teammates got on top of him after a touchdown, right? He broke his collarbone or something.
Something like that. Yep, happened.
2004 Adrian Peterson. Any objections to that?
pretty good. He got second in the Heisman that year.
What do we got for 04 Adrian Peterson?
1937.
I think that's
in
pretty respectable
2004.
number there.
Yeah, just under the cutoff. And he
Another running back then.
Oh, hey!
Cedric Benson.
Oh, Cedric Benson. Jamal Charles? Is Jamal Charles?
Darren Sproles.
Oh, Darren Sproles is a great pick. What's the year?
Hold on.
Was it their Big 12 title, and then Fiesta Bowl year?
03?
I was 03 was my guess.
03 is right, but it's over 2000 unless we're not caring about that.
What?
It's 2273. It's an outrageous number. It's awesome.
Yeah, we're taking 2003 Darren Sproles.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fifth in the Heisman that year.
Tight end. Is there a tight end at all in the 2000s that matters? I mean, I think we could fairly take Mark Andrews since it was not taken in the main draft, and we all came up with it afterwards. I think Mark Andrews 2017 is a fair enough pick. And
Oklahoma
I think
had
that
another one.
What was his name?
Was like, I've got a name and I don't know if it's a good one. Did Oklahoma have a tight end? Was Grant Calcaterra an Oklahoma tight end? Am I making that name I'm making it up out of thin air? I don't know. Because I don't think like Texas had anything that mattered. Tech never really used tight ends very much outside of Jason Morrow the one year. Kansas didn't have anybody in that 1 year. They were good.
Tyree at quarterback. I think he had a lot of yards.
He did. Because that was when they also their corners were really good. They had Aqib Talib and Chris Harris. They had an unbelievable corner duo that year. I don't know. Any thoughts for tight end besides Mark Andrews 2017?
I can't. I honestly,
I got nothing.
I got nothing off the top of my head, but I did since the game is over and I finished third. I did go back and look a little bit, and 2008, Jermaine Grisham.
Oh,
that's Oklahoma one.
That's an Oklahoma player. Yeah,
950 yards.
Good. I'm good with that.
14 touchdowns. Another guy that never amounted a journeyman at best in the NFL.
Yeah.
So started with the Bengals, I think.
Okay, so we need to find. Let's see. We got 1,406 yards. We need to find 1,410 yards in a.
well,
flex.
just go. We already said it earlier. Go to that Cedric Benson.
What's the year on Cedric Benson though?
2004. 2005 is when the Bears picked him in the top 5, and it just
There you go.
never worked out.
2004 Cedric
2004.
Benson.
It's 2013.
Oof. There we go. We found it.
Oklahoma State guy we forgot about too is Des Bryant.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just pre 2010.
Yeah.
I
I remember.
God.
I
They
remember
had some receivers. I mean, you go from Des Bryant to Justin Blackman. I mean,
that James Washington,
Yeah.
Tylan Wallace. Like,
yep.
Did Des Bryant get hurt his junior year? He only
might
played
have.
he only played 3 games that
I think he got
He
hurt.
might have. He might have.
because that year before he was on 1480 scrimmage yards. I mean,
Yeah, because I remember the year before I went to when Oklahoma State played at Iowa State and they obliterated us, and I had to watch Zach Robinson throw for 1,000 yards. It was terrible. Because I distinctly remember this moment. I think they were up like 56-7 at one point, and then we scored a touchdown to get to 56-14, and all of a sudden the students started like cheering again. It was really funny. I was like, oh, this is bleak. Yeah, I don't know.
What about Jackson? Look up Stedman Bailey. I don't know the
Stedman
year.
Bailey's another one for
He's
sure.
really good.
Yeah.
It was a Tavon Austin teammate, I think.
Yep. Absolutely.
So I think 2012 was also a year for him.
Yep.
That
And
sounds
like Kevin
about right.
White would have been like Right after
14,
that?
13 or 14.
yeah, right after that.
David Sills had a year.
Oh gosh, I
Sills.
forgot about David Sills, former quarterback David Sills.
That was,
Yeah.
I think that was the year we beat him.
Yep.
Was his big year. Will
Yeah,
Greer
2018.
was the
2018.
Heisman front runner coming in to play us, and we just destroyed him.
Yep. That 2018 West Virginia game is genuinely. If I had not been at the 2011 Oklahoma State game, that 2018 West Virginia game probably would be my favorite home game I've ever been to.
That was a good one. That's like a core memory too. There's so much going on there because it's Brock's first start. We're wearing the black uniforms. Like there's just a lot going on that night.
Juicy
Yeah.
Wiggle.
Yeah, there's the birth of Juicy Wiggle. Yeah.
Did you say 2012, Matthias?
I don't know. I don't know the year.
Say 2012 Stedman Bailey.
Yeah, 1635. 25 touchdowns that year.
Wow.
25. Wow.
So
He caught-
Gino would have been as a quarterback.
He would have had a big number.
He doesn't compete with like Grant Merrill, but he would have had.
He'd be a respectable person to take if you were going back far enough. Well, I guess we did. He would have been like, if you weren't going to take Landry Jones in 2010, Geno Smith would have been a good alternative to that pick.
Yeah, the thing about
Bob Stoops.
Gino was like every year he was less than 100 yards except for his sophomore year in scrimmage or 100 yards in scrimmage yards. from rushing and receiving. But he passed for 4,500. Well, 4,385 his junior year, but it went down by 100 yards his senior year. Because that was the jump from Big East to Big 12, I believe, right?
When will someone with some courage take 2020 Will Howard?
It's
Did he have negative yards that year?
most or least amount of yards from scrimmage.
I think he had negative yards that year.
He,
Yeah.
passing yards, he had 1178.
Broke 1,000. Good for Will.
Yeah.
But anyways, so that was the draft. I finally got it on one of these. But good performance by Rob there on third place coming in. Just shy of Matthias, I believe. Unfortunately, another tough round for Austin.
I think what I'm learning is I got to host because I'm always off by 1 year. I got to host and I got to put Pence back in the hot seat.
There you go.
I learned how to be careful on my years, and years that I knew that I'd like can tag, like Justin Blackman. I could tag that time frame, right? So I could go back to that, and then I just had to. By default, I went with Michael Trigg, right? Because I knew he had a good year.
Sure.
But I could have gotten somebody better.
Well, that was I would assume that's what Austin's mindset was on the Koziel pick too. It's like position of scarcity, and I know it's like a good number.
Yeah.
I would have
This is a name
survived
that's not
one
Charlie
more
Kohler.
round to get to Cam Scadaboo. Could have had it.
Cam
Gotta have
Scadaboo
some
falls
passing
into
yards
eighth.
in there too,
Yeah, that's true.
especially in the bowl game.
Yeah. Yeah. But
Sneaky good flex in 2023, 2024. Devin Neal of Kansas.
Okay. I wouldn't have thought of him, but yeah.
I went back and looked, and he was on my like pre-research list of whatever things we might look at, and obviously it was recent. But he's a pretty good pass catcher. I think he was 1,500 plus all-purpose.
I'd believe that.
Both of those 2 seasons, or in that range.
Yeah. I guess I hadn't looked it up, but like I'd have to imagine Puka Williams probably had a season in there, like 2019 maybe.
Yeah.
Puka had a pretty good season.
And Ollie Gordon, of course, in 2023 was it? I mean, he had a shit ton of rushing yards. I don't know if he caught a pass at all, but I mean,
Yeah, that's who Austin grabbed as his first running back, I think.
yeah.
Puka Williams would have been a good one. 14-14.
Yeah, good solid pick. With the running backs that we were able to grab,
Sneaky one too, because I was looking at some Iowa State stuff. Mike Warren, just as a 1 year wonder.
Freshman
right.
Mike Warren, 2015 Mike Warren, like probably 1,400, something like that. Because he was like a 1,200 yard rusher, something like that.
Let's look
Or
here.
did he hit 13?
He was a 1409 freshman.
Wow.
Scrimmage yards. Only 5 touchdowns that year? Come on.
Yeah.
Not a whole lot of
that was a-
conversion.
That was the Land-Ram. Was
Yeah,
that the
that's-
Land-Ram?
That'd been the following year, right? Well,
Oh, yeah.
2015 he was on the team in 2015, so he probably ran it.
Well, he was just kind of like, because 2015 they just rotated random quarterbacks all the time.
Yeah, because that would have been Richardson's last couple of years, I believe.
Sam Richardson, man, that's my
Sam B.
guy. Sam B.
Sam
Richardson.
B.
Maybe.
That's my singular biggest hill to die on is that Sam Richardson playing in like on that 2020 team or
The
something.
one
like
that got away for Levi.
I think that's the one that got away from me. I firmly believe that if you put him in Brock Purdy's spot, that he's almost nearly as good, if not. Yeah, I'd say he's nearly as good as Brock Purdy.
Jacob Park without scramble brains.
Put
Steel
Sammy
Dance,
B
same
on that
way.
20,
Yeah.
yeah. Put Sammy B on that 2017 team. See what happens.
What about 2014 Grant Rohach versus West Virginia?
Yeah, Elite
You can
11 Grant Rohach.
Extrapolate that out throughout an entire season.
Man, we've had such a terrible run with Elite 11 quarterbacks. You know who the last 4 are? J.J. Cole, Hunter Deckers, Riel Mitchell, Grant Rohach.
So I guess what you're saying is don't recruit out of that group.
Yep, that's kind of what we're saying.
I remember watching that QB1 show, and
Yeah.
Riel Mitchell. I was like, "Oh, this guy's going to be the next great Cyclone quarterback." And
He had that
That's-
one highlight against UL Monroe or something.
Yeah.
Where we were
He's-
like,
was-
maybe
he's
we
got
need
Jell-O
to just
in
like,
those
find a
hips.
package for this guy.
That's
Yeah.
country music star
That's
Real
country
Mitchell to
music star
you,
Riel
Jackson.
Mitchell to you. Yeah, that's right.
who was it that said he's got Jell-O in those hips or something like that?
yeah. He's got like jelly in those hips or something like that. That's what he said. Yeah. But
Sammy B was not a mobile quarterback, however. I would not see him being able to evade the pressure that Brock Purdy did.
see, I don't know. Maybe
2020.
I feel like I remember him being mobile though. Maybe I'm just like glazing it, but I feel like I remember him being like not like a runner, but like enough to do something kind of thing. Like I don't know. Maybe I'm just remembering poorly because he played on terrible teams.
Yeah, it wasn't a good time.
He put up better numbers than I think most people would expect looking back, right?
Yeah.
I mean, the thing I'll always remember as a reporter is how few times he came into the interview room after a game, especially a loss. And that really changed with Brock Purdy. And, I'll give credit, Hunter Deckers and of course, Rocco Becht. And those guys would always come in. Before that, there'd be lots of times where Steele Jance doesn't show up after a tough game. Sammy Richardson didn't. I don't know if it was just because they didn't want to and they were given that option.
Yeah.
But I know Williams caught up with Sammy Richardson at some event somewhere, and he seems like a great guy. I mean, that guy got hit so many. He was like Troy Aikman's rookie season with the Dallas Cowboys. As much as he got hit in the pocket.
That's right. Cole Netton always had amazing things to say about Sammy B.
Yeah. Well, I'll probably leave you guys soon, but my favorite moment with Sam B. Richardson was covering a Kansas game. Of course, obviously, it's not having a great season. They're all right, right? And they go and win. He has to come into the game, and he's outstanding. He's just incredible. And I'm going to interview people, and I'm in the end zone, and the Kansas still has the old track running around the field there, and some guy, they're jumping around and doing all this stuff. Courtney Messingham, right, the OC at the time. And some guy runs up to Courtney Messingham and goes, "Where'd you find this guy?" And Courtney Messingham just goes, just something like that. It was like Sam P. Richardson's big thing. It was just like they're just jumping around. It's like they just won the Super Bowl, right? We just won at Kansas, and but it was. I mean, he's going to be. He's definitely an underrated Cyclone. You look at the record books, and Sam B. Richardson is in some pretty good spots there.
That's the way I've always felt too. Jackson, you got something before I wrap her up?
I'm good.
All right.
It's great.
Well, everybody.
Sorry for the sports reference part in the beginning, but we caught on there.
We got it moving pretty good. But all right, everybody, thanks for watching another CF After Dark stat draft for Austin Keeney, Jackson Pence, Tia Schwarzkopf, and Rob Gray. I'm Levi Stevenson. Hope everybody enjoyed it. We'll be back in a couple weeks with another draft. If Jackson's running, or maybe Austin decides he's just going to post it this time. Whatever, we'll find out what we're drafting next time. But hope everybody enjoyed it. We'll see you guys in a couple weeks. Thanks.